What is going on, everyone? First and foremost, I want to say thank you for being here right now watching this video. I do really appreciate for your time, and I would really appreciate if you do consider subscribing, simply because it does truly help me out a lot. Now we're going to be reacting to Boxing Pros basically reacts to the whole Frank Martin versus Gervonta Davis fight, and warns Gervonta Davis not to fight Frank Martin after their heated face-off. Man, overall though, I'm sure people are picking sides, picking who they think is gonna win, stuff like that, man. But overall, in my personal opinion, I think in my personal opinion, I do think that Gervonta Davis already won mentally. You get what I mean? Like, if I'm not wrong, Gervonta Davis did mention stuff about Frank Martin's girl, showed him sparring footage of, basically showed sparring footage of Gervonta Davis beating Frank Martin when it comes to sparring, stuff like that. And, it seems like Frank Martin didn't have too much to say. He was pretty much lost for words. He already lost the mental game. Stuff just isn't looking good, if you get what I mean. So in my personal opinion, you have to beat them mentally before you can beat them up physically. You get what I mean? So Gervonta Davis seems like he's winning the mental game already, stuff like that. So in my opinion, he already has the win in the bag, man. But overall, that is just my personal opinion. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Do y'all agree, disagree? Let me know. But without further ado, let's play the video, see what it's talking about. Then I'll share the rest of my opinion at the very end of the video.
The anticipation of the Davis-Frank fight is getting more intense with every second that passes, but we don't think things will get more interesting than they already are after the recent face-off.
I know in here, if I get touched, it's
You
over.
come.
I'm coming on that ass.
But what happened when I did?
No
it?
diddy, no diddy, no
Man,
diddy.
what you doing, bro?
I'm
I
just
don't gotta do- I-
Frank Martin seems to be so confident in himself, which has left some pros talking. Now, the lightweight division is heating up, and Gervonta "Tank" Davis, known for his devastating knockout power, is set to defend his title against a rising star, Frank Martin. But this fight has boxing pros talking, and even some legends are expressing concern for Davis. One such legend is Lomachenko, a former lightweight champion and southpaw himself. Lomachenko knows the challenges a southpaw can present, and he sees Frank's footwork and technical skills as a potential big challenge for Davis. According to Lomachenko, here's why this fight is intriguing. Gervonta Davis is a force of nature. His punches carry dynamite, and he has a way of putting opponents away early. However, Frank Martin isn't your average challenger. He's a southpaw boxer, which means he leads with his right hand, throwing punches from an unfamiliar angle for Gervonta. Southpaw stances can disrupt an opponent's rhythm and timing, making it harder to land clean shots. On top of that, Frank is known for his fancy footwork and technical skills. He can dance around the ring, making Gervonta chase him, all while peppering him with jabs and combinations. This could frustrate the heavy-hitting Tank, who thrives on landing his powerful blows. Well, it now seems that Frank is into this fight more than anyone else. He's looking to end Davis, and he might. Maybe Tank should watch out. So, is Gervonta Davis in danger of an upset? Well, Lomachenko's comments suggest there's a chance. This isn't just a fight between a puncher and a boxer, it's a clash of styles. But things got even more interesting when Teofimo Lopez came in to add to his comments after the face-off. "Man, this is a fight I gotta watch," said Lopez, a former lightweight champion himself. His excitement is just like that of all of us. According to him, on one side stands Gervonta Davis, a fighter who needs no introduction. He's a walking highlight reel, a boxer who can turn out the lights with a single, well-placed shot. His opponents enter the ring knowing one wrong move could spell the end of the night. But therein lies the intrigue. Gervonta thrives on overwhelming power, a strategy that might not work against Frank Martin. Frank, the challenger, brings a completely different approach. This unorthodox stance can throw off an opponent's timing and rhythm, making it difficult for Gervonta to land his signature knockout blows.
I held my own, he held his. Good experience, good experience.
People will be interested to see what you thought of everything, the power, the speed, the skills. What was your assessment of Tank Davis?
He's sharp. You know, you gotta have.
But Frank isn't just about disrupting his opponent. He does move around the ring. Davis might face a challenge here. It will be a good fight. And with what we saw in that face-off, man, this fight will be interesting. Teofimo Lopez, with his keen eye for the sweet science, perfectly summed it up. Stylistically, it's a clash of power versus technique. Gervonta brings the raw power, a force of nature looking to overwhelm his opponent. Frank counters with technical mastery, aiming to frustrate and outmaneuver the champion. Even Josh Taylor, the undisputed king of the super lightweight division, can't help but be drawn to this intriguing matchup. While acknowledging Gervonta's devastating power, Taylor throws a surprising wrinkle into the pre-fight analysis, highlighting a different kind of threat Frank possesses.
I never really watched Josh Taylor, so I don't even know. I don't even know. Yeah, but I watched little clips and I seen little clips like.
Everyone's talking about Gervonta's power, but Frank's got heart and determination. He can't be intimidated there. This statement underscores a crucial aspect of Frank Martin that might be overshadowed by Gervonta's fearsome reputation. And yes, at this point, everyone agrees that Gervonta is a fearsome puncher, a fighter who can silence an opponent with a single well-placed blow. However, Taylor, a champion himself, recognizes something deeper in Frank, the qualities beyond physical talent. Heart and determination are often the difference makers in the ring. They are the unseen forces that propel a fighter through grueling training sessions and push them to dig deep when fatigue sets in. They are the qualities that allow a fighter to weather the storm and seize unexpected opportunities. In Frank Martin, Taylor sees a fighter who embodies these intangibles. This isn't to say Frank lacks physical skills, but it's the combination of these skills with his mental fortitude that elevates Frank from a mere challenger to a legitimate threat. But it doesn't end with Taylor. Even Canelo Alvarez, the undisputed king across multiple weight classes, has taken notice. However, Canelo's comments don't simply fuel the hype surrounding the fight. They inject a sense of cautionary realism for the seemingly unstoppable Gervonta. I haven't seen a ton of Frank, but from what I've seen, he's got talent. Gervonta shouldn't take him lightly there. This brief statement from a boxing superstar speaks volumes. Canelo is suggesting that Frank possesses a hidden potential, a raw talent that could pose a serious threat to Gervonta's dominance. It's a subtle shift in the narrative here, reminding us that this isn't simply a walk in the park for the champion. While Gervonta's power is undeniable, Canelo's words underscore the importance of respecting every opponent, regardless of reputation. Canelo's experience as a champion himself adds further weight to his comment. He's faced countless challengers, both hyped prospects and seasoned veterans. He understands the dangers of overlooking an opponent, the potential for complacency to lead to a shocking upset, and by acknowledging Frank's talent, Canelo injects a healthy dose of intrigue into the fight. This isn't just about Gervonta's knockout power facing off against Frank's technical skills. It's a battle of preparation and focus.
Tell me about meeting Gervonta Davis tonight. What was that like? First time you met him?
No, I like I say, I like his style. I like Gervonta, and it's good to meet him.
So,
speaking of Davis and Canelo, here's the photo op. We'll let the crowd take it from here.
Now, Canelo's words are a direct warning shot for Gervonta and a rallying cry for Frank. They remind everyone that talent can emerge from anywhere, and underestimation can be a costly mistake. This lightweight clash has all the ingredients for a classic, a powerful champion facing a talented yet unproven challenger, all with the watchful eye of a boxing legend on the outcome. But the comments don't end with Canelo either. Tyson Fury, the heavyweight champion known for his unconventional style and screaming personality. Fury's take on the fight injects a dose of playful trash talk while simultaneously highlighting the fight's captivating potential. They say styles make fights, and Frank's got that awkward style that could frustrate Tank. Maybe the little guy will finally get outsmarted. In all seriousness, it's an interesting fight, especially after that face-off. Fury has thrown the jab at Gervonta, nicknaming him the little guy, and suggesting Frank's awkward style could frustrate the powerful champion. This comment taps into the existing narrative surrounding the fight, Gervonta's brute force versus Frank's technical finesse. But Fury doesn't stop at playful banter. He concludes with, In all seriousness, it's an interesting fight. This shift in tone underscores the underlying respect Fury has for the matchup. Having built his own career on defying expectations with his unorthodox style, Fury recognizes the potential for Frank, another unconventional fighter, to disrupt the status quo. Fury's comment about Frank's awkward style carries some weight here. As a southpaw himself, Fury understands the challenges a southpaw stance can present. He does think that Frank can disrupt Gervonta's rhythm and timing, making it difficult to land clean punches. The playful jab at Gervonta adds another layer of intrigue. Will the champion underestimate Frank, fueled by his reputation as a knockout artist? Or will he take Fury's words to heart and prepare for a more strategic battle? Ultimately, Fury's comments serve a dual purpose here. They add a layer of entertainment with his signature playful trash talk. But more importantly, they highlight the fight's strategic depth. Adding fuel to the fire is Spence Jr., a welterweight champion known for his power and precision. Spence Jr. has thrown his considerable weight behind Frank, creating a captivating pre-fight narrative that transcends the typical champion versus challenger dynamic. Spence Jr.'s support for Martin isn't simply a courtesy. He's actively advocating for the challenger, publicly warning Gervonta about Frank staying focused. His comment hints at a deep belief in Frank's potential and a concern that Gervonta might underestimate him. It's a strategic jab, reminding everyone that a well-prepared Frank could pose a serious threat.
Do you feel like, is he still got that fighting spirit? Like, is EJ still EJ?
Yeah, EJ still EJ. You know, EJ just living his life. You know, he chilling. He been boxing.
I get this right here. Come on. That's 147. That's 147.
However, Gervonta Davis, the current champion, seems unfazed by Spence Jr.'s words. His response, a now deleted tweet saying, "Ask us do we care," reeks of arrogance and confidence. This dismissal further fuels the fire, creating a personal rivalry between the two champions that adds another layer of intrigue to the fight. Will Gervonta's confidence border on carelessness, or will Spence Jr.'s words serve as a wake-up call? But this isn't the first time these two champions have clashed over the fight. When the matchup was first announced, Spence Jr. declared, "I'm Team Me and whoever signed with me, which is Team Frank Martin." This seemingly innocuous statement started some good debate. Gervonta, who previously sparred with Martin, responded with a chilling warning, "Errol better watch out, he'll get his fighter Frank Martin hurt badly like I did before." This exchange reveals a deeper history between Gervonta and Martin, hinting at potential past dominance in sparring sessions. It also shows us the sense of animosity between the two champions, suggesting a personal motivation for Spence Jr. to see Frank succeed. You saw the face-off. Tank is more of talk, but he could back down and come face me. Now this war of words between Spence Jr. and Gervonta Davis has transformed the lightweight title fight into a multi-layered spectacle. It's a battle for bragging rights, a test of Gervonta's dominance, and a showcase for Frank's potential. With bad blood building and both champions invested in the outcome, the fight night promises not just explosive action in the ring, but also the potential resolution of a brewing rivalry outside it. Legends are taking notice, and their insights add layers of intrigue to this clash of styles. And this is where Juan Manuel Marquez, a Mexican boxing icon known for his aggressive counterpunching and relentless pressure, comes in. Marquez's comments don't just praise Frank Martin, they serve as a subtle warning for the seemingly unstoppable Gervonta Davis. "Frank reminds me of a young me, with that aggressive counterpunching style," Marquez declares. This statement carries immense weight. Marquez, a 4-division world champion, wasn't just a powerful puncher. He was a master of the counterpunch, a fighter who thrived on exploiting his opponent's mistakes. By drawing this comparison, Marquez highlights a potentially devastating weapon in Frank's arsenal. Gervonta, known for his explosive knockouts, thrives on aggression. He throws heavy punches with the intention of overwhelming his opponent. However, this aggressive style can leave him open to counterpunches, exactly the weapon Marquez sees in Frank. Marquez's comment isn't a prediction, it's a warning to Gervonta. He's reminding Gervonta that Frank isn't just a stepping stone, he's a skilled fighter capable of capitalizing on any lapse in focus or overconfidence. The comparison between Frank and a young Marquez goes beyond just counterpunching. Marquez was a southpaw too, which presented an unorthodox stance for his opponents. While there's no confirmation of Frank's stance, the possibility adds another layer of intrigue. Southpaws can disrupt an opponent's rhythm and timing, making it more difficult for Gervonta to land his signature power punches. Marquez's words add a fascinating wrinkle to the fight's narrative. It's no longer just a battle of power versus technique. Gervonta needs to balance his aggression with calculated movements to avoid falling prey to Frank's counter-punching arsenal. The legendary Mexican fighter's comments serve as a valuable reminder to Davis: respect your opponent regardless of reputation. Frank Martin might be the underdog, but with the spirit of a young Marquez potentially residing within him, Gervonta can't afford to underestimate the threat he presents. And yes, the upcoming lightweight title fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Frank Martin isn't just a battle of fists, it's a clash of strategies. But Mikey Garcia comes in to add to the line of comments, or should we say, warnings to Garcia. Former champion Mikey Garcia, known for his technical brilliance and strategic mind, sheds a bit of light on the fight's deeper complexities, offering a captivating breakdown that goes beyond the typical power versus speed, while still warning Tank. Garcia perfectly captures the essence of the matchup with his brief statement: "This is a classic boxer versus puncher matchup." On one side stands Gervonta Davis, a fearsome knockout artist with thunder in his fists. His highlights are proof of his explosiveness, a fighter who can turn out the lights with a single well-placed shot. His approach is straightforward: overpower his opponent with an onslaught of punches. Frank Martin, on the other hand, represents the quintessential boxer. According to Mikey Garcia, Frank's unorthodox stance can disrupt Gervonta's rhythm and timing, making it difficult to land those fight-ending blows.
But I knew that somebody was going to get stopped. I did an interview prior that says it was going to be a stoppage. So.
Did you think it was going to be Gervonta, though?
I thought he was going to be the one stopping. But I honestly felt like it could have been either one of them. It was just...
But Frank's arsenal goes beyond just a southpaw stance. Garcia highlights Frank's boxing IQ, a term that encompasses his technical skills, footwork, and ring generalship. Garcia's analysis adds another layer to the intrigue surrounding this fight. It's not just about who hits harder, it's about who can outsmart their opponent. Gervonta needs to show patience and adaptability, using his power strategically instead of relying solely on brute force. Frank, on the other hand, needs to utilize his footwork and technical skills to keep Gervonta at bay, while capitalizing on any openings for counterpunches. But whatever they do, it seems that Mikey Garcia is warning Garcia that he might need to watch out. Adding to the intrigue is the voice of experience, veterans who have seen countless battles and understand the nuances of the sweet science. One such voice belongs to Javier Fortuna, a seasoned campaigner known for his craftiness and resilience. Fortuna's comments, while seemingly brief, offer a crucial perspective, highlighting the potential danger Frank Martin poses to the seemingly unstoppable Gervonta Davis. Fortuna describes Frank as a hungry and skilled fighter. These seemingly simple words carry massive weight. We know that young fighters, eager to prove themselves, often possess an insatiable hunger to succeed. This hunger translates into relentless pressure, a fighter who never gives up, constantly pushing the champion to his limits. Frank, according to Fortuna, embodies this quality. He's not just another challenger. He's a fighter with something to prove, a burning desire to claim his place at the top of the lightweight division. We've seen Frank push hard, and he will be against Tank. Tank should be warned. He should keep an eye out. Skill, on the other hand, refers to a fighter's technical ability. Fortuna's acknowledgement of Frank's skills suggests there's more to the challenger than just raw ambition. He possesses the technical foundation to execute his game plan effectively. This combination of hunger and skill creates a formidable opponent, a fighter who can exploit any weaknesses in the champion's armor. Fortuna's experience allows him to see beyond the hype surrounding Gervonta's knockout power. While Gervonta is undoubtedly a force to be reckoned with, Fortuna's comments serve as a reminder that even the most powerful fighters can be vulnerable. A hungry and skilled challenger, like the one Fortuna describes Frank to be, has the potential to disrupt the champion's rhythm, exploit his weaknesses, and pull off a shocking upset. But before the fight happens, we could get a sneak peek at what the fighters themselves are saying and try to look at how this might go. First, there's Ryan Garcia, the social media favorite contender with a knack for making headlines. Garcia threw his support behind Frank Martin, declaring he'll do bo-boom, a colorful prediction hinting at a potential Martin victory. This sent shockwaves through the boxing world, igniting a war of words between Garcia and the current champion, Gervonta Davis. Gervonta, known for his explosive power and fiery personality, didn't hold back. He launched a verbal attack on Frank, criticizing him for partying with Garcia and skipping morning training. Davis's point is clear. Champions are forged in the gym, not at late-night parties. He even questioned Frank's dedication and commitment, suggesting his partying habits might leave him unprepared for the fight. Frank Martin, however, chose the high road. He took the heat from both sides, urging everyone to keep their energy confined to the ring. He emphasized the importance of respect within the sport, both inside and outside the ropes. Martin even brought up Garcia's recent failed drug test, highlighting the importance of keeping the sport clean for future generations. The recent heated face-off between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Frank Martin has thrown gasoline on an already fiery lightweight title fight. Beyond the spectacle and trash talk, this face-off could have significant ramifications on the upcoming clash, impacting both fighters' mentalities and the overall fight strategy. Gervonta's dismissal of Martin, particularly the personal jab about his girlfriend, screams a bit of insecurity. It could be a strategic attempt to get under Martin's skin, rile him up, and disrupt his focus. However, it could also be a sign of his own mental struggles. Rumors of a rift with his promoter, Floyd Mayweather, might be swirling in his head, affecting his usual bravado. An overly aggressive Gervonta, fueled by something beyond the fight itself, could be a double-edged sword. It might light a fire under him, but it could also lead to recklessness, opening doors for Frank's counters. On the other hand, Frank's calmness could be interpreted in two ways. It could be a genuine display of focus, a calculated approach to not give Gervonta the satisfaction of a reaction. A cool-headed Frank, laser-focused on the fight plan, could be a nightmare for Gervonta. He wouldn't be drawn into a brawl, which is statistically where Tank thrives. However, Frank's calmness could also be a facade. Perhaps the seriousness of the situation and the pressure of the upcoming fight are masked by a carefully constructed exterior. Inside, a storm of nerves could be building. Only fight night will reveal if Frank's composure translates into ring intelligence or crumbles under the first barrage of punches. The heated press conference served not only as a platform for verbal jabs, but also as a glimpse into each fighter's approach.
I like that you got that.
No, I mean, I started when I was 7, not 15.
Come
on, bro.
It don't matter when you started.
Come on. Come on. The trainer is coming for a check. I'm telling you that.
Gervonta's focus on intimidation suggests a plan to overpower Frank with raw aggression. This might work if Frank gets flustered, but against a composed southpaw with good footwork, it could be a recipe for disaster. Frank's silence, on the other hand, could be a strategic decision. He might be studying Gervonta's body language, looking for hints at his fight plan. By staying calm, he avoids revealing his own strategy, keeping Tank guessing in the lead-up to the fight. While the theatrics of a heated press conference can generate hype, they can also take a mental toll on fighters. Gervonta expending emotional energy on insults might leave him drained come fight night. Frank, though composed, might be carrying the burden of those words into the ring, affecting his focus. Ideally, both fighters can compartmentalize the press conference drama. They need to channel those emotions into motivation.
But yeah, man, I'm just gonna end this video here. That is nearly the end of the video anyway. Let me know what you guys think about all of this down in the comment section, and subscribe for more content, man. But overall, my opinion on this situation, right? Overall, I think this would be a good fight. You get what I mean? Me personally, though, I wouldn't take that kind of disrespect, bro. I saw the press conference, and Gervonta "Tank" Davis was basically taking jabs at Frank Martin any way he possibly can. He even said something about his girl, bro. And Frank Martin couldn't even come back from that. He went silent. You get what I mean? So that's crazy, bro. That's why I think Gervonta "Tank" Davis already won the mental game. You get what I mean? And not only that, allegedly, Gervonta "Tank" Davis even beat Frank Martin when it comes to sparring. So if he did that, I would understand why he would want this fight to happen. You get what I mean? It's just an easy win for Gervonta "Tank" Davis. But one thing I do want to know, I want to know your guys' opinion. Do y'all think Gervonta Davis handpicks every opponent? You get what I mean? Because what he did to Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is a good fighter, but overall he drained. In order to make the fight happen, Gervonta Davis forced Ryan Garcia to fight at 135 or something like that, and Ryan Garcia was drained. But that's besides the point. You guys pretty much get the idea. I want to know if y'all think Gervonta Davis handpicks his opponent simply because allegedly Gervonta Davis already beat up Frank Martin in sparring, so he's just there, and he's saying Frank Martin and his team are just there for a paycheck, which could be very true at the end of the day, bro. My personal opinion, I think Frank Martin still has to try it. Even if he's there for a paycheck, he still definitely does have to train hard and go in there and try to beat Gervonta Davis any way he possibly can. And even if he thinks he's gonna lose, he's not gonna tell you he's gonna lose. You get what I mean? Like, bro, he's not just gonna go there and say, oh man, Gervonta Davis is a better fighter, this and that. Like, he has to be confident, you get what I mean? Or there's no point of taking this fight. Every fighter has to have their own confidence that they're gonna, go in there and do their thing and win, you get what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, there can only be one winner, but you still have to be confident in your skill set and believe that you can win and put on a dominant performance, right? But at the end of the day, man, I don't have too much to say on this situation. So I'm just going to leave it to you guys down in the comment section to let me know what you guys think, man. Do y'all agree, disagree with my opinion? Let me know, man. I'm very open, but overall, going to end the video here. Let me know what you guys think, and peace out.